So I don't know why, but it took them 4 minutes to start this round. It was like 4.5 minutes. It was kind of crazy. But hi guys, Ninja Nick 333 here with another round of Flipside Gaming Clifton Park's League Challenge / Win-A-Box. This is the second to last round. This is round 4. It was 5 rounds, and we are going to see that Alan is back on the camera on the left playing his Arc Pile, and we have Mario on the right. I did lose to him barely in round 2, who is playing Gardevoir. I was playing the Alex Shabansky list with the Alolan Vulpix and the Duraludons and stuff. I barely lost to him because he is playing the Chilling Rain Gallade, which he managed to hit me for 60 twice on my lone Vulpix. And then, even though his memory skip was beneath his Gardevoir EX, he managed to Miriam back in his second memory skip Ralts. So I was not able to win. So I guess I lost because I went lone Vulpix at one point after he took like 5 prize cards. But whatever, 4 or 5 prize cards. I did kind of brick, though, because I did start Duraludon, I believe. So I had that stuck in play all game. He was able to boss it up early. I never found my Leafy Camo Poncho early enough. I did prize one of them. But I did get the Leafy Camo Poncho onto the Vulpix. But it just didn't end up mattering. That Gallade has 170 HP, so you can't two-shot it. But Alan just goes V-Guard Energy Pass with a Pikachu on the bench. It's really all you need from Arceus turn 1. Mario is playing double Mew, which is not something you see often with Gardevoir, just usually one. Also, let me fix the camera a little bit, because this is all messed up from the last round. I guess it was still fine. I don't know what I'm doing. Ignore me. I told them to make sure that the camera feet were right at the edge because I knew how off it was the previous couple of rounds. So we do have the second Mew using its ability, and we just bench Zacian and use Roar of the Sword to grab another Psychic Energy and put it down. So we do have 2 Ralts. That is the bare minimum that you need in order to get going. So Mario's gotten a pretty decent start at this point. He is also playing Hollow League promo level balls, which is pretty sweet. I do love how the Hollows look from the promo packs, but unfortunately they just they still warp. All of the Scarlet and Violet Hollows are fantastic because they don't warp that much, which I'm very fond of. They finally fixed the Hollows. It's great. But all of the Hollows before that, they just warp so much. I used to play exclusively Call of Legend promo energies, and those things would just U-shape all the time. So Alan does use the Nest Ball, and he's going to grab an SB on V. Also, for some reason, Alan decided to play this game left-handed. He's right-handed. I think it's just because Mario's left-handed and is playing left-handed, but you don't both have to play the same way. Also, Mario has a really cool way he lays out his prize cards. You can see that at the... Oh, no, you can't see that at the top. Now you can. Don't mind me while I edit the video mid-video. There we go. I knew something was missing there. So he does have his prize cards laid out like at a 45-degree angle all on top of each other. Kind of like Dragon Ball Super style, which is pretty cool. So we've used Starbirth here. We've grabbed a D double turbo energy. We are going to boss up one of the Ralts. So there will only be 1 remaining Ralts there. So that is really good for Alan. He's also playing the Collapse Stadium just to make sure that only 1 more Pokemon can come into play next turn. Unless Mario is able to find a replacement stadium. Preferably the Temple of Sinnoh to shut off that double turbo energy. And the V-Guard, it shuts off too, which is pretty good. But we are going to see the Trinity Nova doing 180 damage here, knocking out the Memory Skip Ralts. He did bring up the Memory Skip Ralts on purpose because it does shut off Alolan Vulpix's attack, and then you would have to retreat it, and it potentially gets bossed up. He also has this Espeon V, which can turn into an Espeon V Max, which also makes it so Memory Skip doesn't work anymore. But if you're going to boss up one of the Ralts, you might as well do the Memory Skip Ralts. I also told Alan going into this round the text that Mario had because I had hit him earlier. So I said, watch out for the Gallade because you're playing Arceus. And I said, watch out for the second Memory Skip Ralts. So Alan knows all the information that he needs in order to piece together a win. It's just a matter of whether he will or not. Because, you know, Arceus pile. So we do see an Ultra Ball here. We are going to discard 2 Psychic Energies, which is pretty hot. Those are really nice energies, too. Those are... I think those are like Black-White era League promo ones. Either that or XY. They're both the same. I have a few sealed packs of those things. No, I think they're XY era, because I think they changed the stamp to the square one then. But we are going to be searching through our deck. Looks like we are going to go for the Luminian, maybe, it looks like. Maybe to grab a Research. So this is pretty bad for Mario here, because he is under the Collapse Stadium and has only 1 Ralts in play. It would be fine if you can rare candy Ralts into the Gardevoir EX and find the replacement stadium, bench another Ralts. That would be perfect here. But the fact that he has double Mew in play is pretty rough. Yeah, so I'm not even sure if I would have evolved to the Kirlia here. I think I would have just risked it that I would get the rare candy Gardevoir. Because he is playing rare candy. And of course, he doesn't even get that, so, I mean, what do I know? He does have the Fog Crystal to get another Ralts if he were to get a replacement stadium, but he still didn't get the replacement stadium either, so he's just drawing pretty bad right now, which is real unfortunate. So he is going to grab Battle VIP Pass off of the Mew. Not really anything that you can do anything with here, but you might as well grab it in case you want to play that Ultra Ball. You can discard it. As long as it's not in the deck to be drawn. Alan, of course, repping the Ninja Nick V-Star marker as well. If you ever see me at an event, I have tons. Now we are just using Roar of the Sword again. No attaches for turn. He's going to go to the Kirlia this time. I think he's thinking he wants to power up a really big Shining Arcana, maybe. But you have to get the Gardevoir EX into play in order to attack with anything realistically. So I think that you should have just done the Roar of the Sword to your own Zacian and left the energy off of the Kirlia. Because now, even though Kirlia was a prime boss target before, it's even more of a boss target now. And we see the boss's orders to bring up the Kirlia, and Mario says, that's it, I'm done. Because this is best of 1. Unfortunately, sometimes you just really brick around and you can't do anything about it. But Mario did play an amazing game against me. It was super close, really thought-provoking. It was really difficult to come up with a way to win that, and I barely missed it. He was able to outplay me with double memory skip. So, this is the last round that I recorded for Swiss of this tournament. There is a top 8 cut that is for a win-a-box, but that does not affect the League Challenge. The League Challenge is at the end of Swiss by placement, so there were no good games to put up at the last round. The highest table that didn't ID or scoop to each other was me, who got down paired to a 2-2 and lost, ending up 3-2, the same record as my opponent, and both of us didn't make it into the top 4 to get any CP, which is fine, but I also didn't make it into top 8 to be able to play the win-a-box, which was the more upsetting part for me. I hit Giratina. It was a bad time. He one-shot me. He was also playing the Galarian Zapdos V as well. And since I was playing Arceus, it did not go well. That did not go well at all. No. But I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and all of that good stuff. And we will see you for the top 8 cut of this league challenge, which is funny to say. It really is.